No, no. No. No! My god. Frick. I feel like I'm gooned on. What the fuck was that?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, White Tea back on the third week with the brand new episode of Combat Talk. Today we have who's considered the current top 1 of North America and the winner of the most recent North America tournament, which is Farron. I believe y'all all know him, so today I'm lucky enough to invite him to do this interview with me. And, well, thanks for coming, Mr. Farron, and say hi to the camera.
Yep, so, yeah, Farron here. Not sure if there's much to elaborate on. Like, that's about it. In a absolver player, I play Windfall. That's kind of my thing. Oh, I think it was before Downfall. I just picked up the game on a free weekend. I think it was like July of 2018, I want to say, something like that. So I'm not like a super hardcore veteran or anything. I picked up the game on the free weekend, and I was like, I played it for like 20 hours, just the one weekend straight almost. It was crazy. And then Downfall came out, and my expectations were crushed. But, you know, that's kind of when I started. Oh, where to begin? Probably the number one thing. I played Forsaken before Downfall. Loved Forsaken to death. Still do. But, oh man, it just got demolished, as most viewers probably know. Forsaken, definitely, it's not very viable. Probably... I put on a pressure game to get my opponent not to breathe and to punish panic options. So probably more offensive than defensive. If you look at my VODs, it's a lot of like, for example, somebody feints, a lot of people will opt to wait until their next attack and then dodge it. But I'm gonna attack right into their feint. Like I'm taking my turn right then and there. So I'd say, yeah, pressure, panic offense. Back when I was like 300 or 400 hours in, I was like, oh my god, I'm so good at this game. I love duck moves. That's me. That's my playstyle. It's duck moves. That's not it. But that's kind of when I thought I had some sort of playstyle. Probably when I started to develop like a real kind of offensive strategy was 500-600 hours in, when I began to understand like the real nitty gritty of the mechanics. Five minutes that I've used in my deck. Probably, I almost always have Bakura because it's stupid good, high damage, 12 framer. You're gonna need to have that in there. Front kick, definitely, also very meta. What else do I usually have? Man, I build a lot of weird decks that aren't so consistent, but underneath kick I usually have at some point. And I like to have Jarbash too. Is that 5? I don't know. If I had to change some like core parts of the game, I would standardize frame advantage between thrusts and horizontal moves. Like horizontal moves just have worse frame data for no reason. So that's got to be fixed. Besides that, I would probably, and this is a kind of a hot take, but I'd remove Phasian. I'd also remove Stagger. I think styles that have built-in attacks are inherently flawed. and obviously fixing the bugs that happen with Cult and Forsaken and Windfall sometimes. Stagger is a really polarizing style. A lot of new players tend to hate on it because it has built-in attacks, so they don't know how to counter it very easily, but you play enough Stagger and you learn the matchup, and it's just kind of an easy to exploit kind of, like the startup is so high you can exploit it really badly. Once you get really good at that, Stagger becomes a lot easier to fight, but it is still annoying. So I think the style is just kind of a chore, not very fun. And as far as Phasian goes, I have some opinions on Phasian. I'm not a huge fan at all. Front stance, the parries are way too safe. The startup is like kind of not good. I don't like how fast it is. It doesn't get that much advantage, like it doesn't need it, which is good at least, but the poke is super annoying too to fight against because it's a mix-up within your defensive ability. The front poke has way too much frame advantage, way too much stamina damage. I don't like how it's feintable either. The style just has like built-in mix-ups in the front stance, and it forces you to respect its defensive abilities so much because it's so safe that you can essentially option select a lot of stuff, and that's the problem with Phasian, is an option select style. Very dull. I really dislike fighting it. And back stance, people are like, oh my god, it's horrible, it's broken. It's not broken. You play it right, and it's just really safe, low risk, low reward, which isn't fun either, because you're just wearing away your opponent, but you're also using your own stamina, so it's just like, that's boring.
I see.
Slow down, pay attention, and try to do everything that you do with a purpose. Like, look at what your opponent's doing, block everything that you need, or that you can block, and just kind of watch and wait for the moment to interrupt or dodge or whatever, and think rather than mindlessly mashing or using charge moves or whatever. My ego says, I'm not a baby Newport, I'm almost as good as Newport. But I'm not really. Newport's still way better than me. Kind of like that. I kind of like that as a title, because it's like, I know Newport, but I do kind of play an honest mix-up game like he does. Pretty similarly. Yeah. Oh, definitely Newport. He may not have played for like a long time, but a lot of it's muscle memory, and you kind of get back in the groove pretty quick. So after a couple of matches, you know, I have gotten back into my groove. He's gotten back in his, and he's going to be beating. Like, maybe I'll steal a game or two, but he's better.
Like, I'm getting carried by Phaeton, to be honest. That's just the thing.
Yeah, Windfall is more of a raw mix-up style, I think. If you win with, like, Windfall against Phaeton, you are the better player, period.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna say Farron's the better player.
I'm just really out of practice as well.
Exactly. So, you know, you could probably Karate. Karate.
Oh, that dodge. Oh my god.
My guy. Oh, I'm a little bit slow on the reads back there. Could have been better. Things could have turned out better.
Yee yee.